Hello students of class 7. So today I am going to start the next topic of this chapter, and the topic is rational number as decimal numbers. So decimal numbers, you all of you know that a fraction can be represented in a as a decimal number. Okay, so decimal number can be broadly divided into two types. The first type is terminating decimal and the second type is non-terminating decimal. So what are terminating? See, decimal numbers having finite number of digits after decimal point is called a terminating decimal number. That means if in a decimal number there are finite number of digits present after the decimal point, then that type of decimal numbers are called terminating decimal number. So example is 1 by 4. When we convert it into decimal number, okay, then we have to divide 1 by 4. So see, after decimal we have only two numbers, okay, 25. Okay, after that the remainder will come as 0. Okay, so after point there are finite number of digit. Similarly 1 by 5 can be written as 0.2. Okay, after point finite number of digits are present. Okay, these are called terminating decimal numbers. These are some examples. Now come to the next topic. Next is non-terminating decimals. Okay, so these are types of what? Decimal numbers. The second one is non-terminating. In the non-terminating decimal, again it is divided into two types. The first one is non-terminating repeating and second one is non-terminating non-repeating. So terminating means what? The digits after the decimal point will finish after one point. Okay, it is this is the meaning of terminating, and the meaning of non-terminating is the digits after the decimal point will go on. Okay, it never stops, it will go on. That means the remainder will never ever come to 0. Okay, so the non-terminating repeating decimal numbers are 1 by 3. 1 by 3 in decimal we can represent it as 0.333 and it will go on. Okay, that means when we divide 1 by 3, then the remainder will never ever be equal to 0. Okay, so that means non-terminating. Non-terminating means it does not terminate, means it will not finish. The digits after the decimal will be uncountable. Okay, and repeating means a digit is is coming many times. Okay, repeatedly many times, like 3333, it is coming many times, so that's why it is called what? Repeating. Similarly, see another example, 1 by 9. You can represent it and you will see there are many numbers of 1. Okay, after decimal point they are uncountable and 1 is repeatedly coming many times. That's why it is called what? Repeating. Come to the next one, that is non-terminating non-repeating. So non-terminating, already I told you what is the meaning of non-terminating. That means it will not finish. Okay, it will go on like that. Okay, after decimal point there are infinitely many number of digits. We cannot count the number of digits. It will go on. That means remainder will never be equal to 0. Okay, next is non-repeating. The meaning of repeating is one digit is coming many times. Okay, repeatedly many times it is repeating. Okay, again and again it is repeating. But here in this number, like after decimal point, see, 1 is coming here, but after 1 is not repeated. 1 is not again coming here. What is the number? The next number is 4, which is different from 1. Similarly, after 4, the different digit is present, 7. Again after 7, again different digit is present. Okay, so that is called non-repeating. That means 1 is not coming again and again. Okay, 1 is not coming again and again. Similarly, the another example of non-terminating non-repeating is this one, and this symbol is called square root. Okay, you will get this topic in your next class, that will be your class 8. When you go in class 8, then you will get square root. Okay, so square root of a number, square root of a prime number. Okay, this is a prime number 2, 3, 5. So these numbers, when we open this number, okay, then we will get a number like the value of root 2 is 1.41 and it will never stop, it will go on. Okay, so this is infinite. That means after decimal point there are infinitely many number of digits present. Okay, and one number is not coming again and again, that means it is non-repeating. Start the next exercise, that is exercise 4.5. So in question number 1, you have to convert the rational number into decimal. So number A is 13 by 4. So how to do it? You have to divide 13 by 4. Okay. So 4 3s are 12. When you subtract, you will get 1. Okay. After putting the decimal, 0 will come. Then 4 2s are 8. 10 minus 8 will be 2. 4 5s are 20. Okay. So like that, we got 13 by 4 as 3.25. Okay. So the answer is 3.25. If in question asks, suppose like that, the number is terminating or non-terminating. Okay. So you can say that this number is what? This number will be what? Terminating or non-terminating. If question asks, then the answer will be what? Terminating. Okay. Because after decimal point, there are finite number of digits. Okay. So this is a rational number and this is a terminating decimal number. Okay. So what we have learnt in previous topic, the first was terminating decimal number. Terminating decimal number is a rational number. Okay, remember one thing, terminating decimal numbers are rational number. Non-terminating repeating numbers are also decimal numbers. Okay, non-terminating and repeating decimal, these are also rational number. But non-terminating and non-repeating are not rational. They are called irrational. Okay, I already told you. But these points you have to remember. Okay, these two are what? These two comes under rational number. So come to the next question, that is number 2. Convert the following into decimal. So again you have to convert. You have to divide the numerator by denominator. Okay, you can easily do it. So next come to question number 3. Question number 3 is which of the given decimals can be expressed as a rational number and why? So here you have to check that the rational number, what was the definition of a rational number? A rational number can be represented in p by q form provided q not equal to 0. Okay. So number A is 7.305. We can easily represent this one into what? Into p by q form. If we remove the decimal, we got what? 7305 whole divided by 1000. Okay, so this can be represented into p by q form provided q not equal to 0. So this is a rational number. Okay, we can say this is a rational number. Similarly, number B is what? 0.2222. Okay, see, this number is also a rational number because we know what are irrational. Those numbers which are not rational are called irrational, and that comes under what? Non-terminating and non-repeating decimal number. But this one, number B, is non-terminating and repeating. So 0.222, how we can represent 0.222 into p by q form? There is a method, okay, but the method you have to study in class 9. There is now in class 7, or you can say in class 8, you will not get any method on this, but in class 9 you are having one method when you can convert this number into p by q form. But right now I can convert this, I can write it as 2 by 9. Okay, if you divide 2 by 9, you will get what? 0.2222. Okay, so this number can be represented in p by q form like this. Okay, therefore we can say this is a rational number. Okay, next is number C. This is also a rational number. You can convert it into p by q form. Okay, so if you remove the decimal, the answer will be 8005 by 1000. Similarly, see number D, 91.777. This also, see, this is also a non-terminating and repeating decimal number. And non-terminating and repeating decimal you can directly write also. Non-terminating, repeating decimals are rational number. Already we have seen 0.333. We can convert it into 1 by 3 and that is in p by q form. Okay. So like that, except F and G, you can see number F. Number F is non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay, non-terminating and non-repeating. Because see, the digits after the decimal point are not repeating. Okay, they are not repeating. That's why we can say this is a non-terminating and non-repeating decimal number. Similarly, G number is non-terminating and non-repeating. So except F and G, all are rational, and F and G are what? Irrational numbers. Okay. So what is given, that there is a camera which is loaded with a new film, and in the new film there are 72 exposure. Okay, that film can take 72 exposure, that means it can take 72 pictures. Okay, so what happened during the class picnic, he took 48 pictures, that means 48 out of 72 exposure, total 48 pictures were taken. Okay, so the remaining part which is left in the film will be what? 72 minus 48, that will be 24. Okay, so in rational number we can represent it as 24 by 72. Okay, because out of total 72 exposure, only 24 are remaining. Okay, so we can represent in rational number as 24 by 72. Then after cancelling, the answer we are getting as 1 by 3. So this is a rational number 1 by 3, as all we know. Okay, I have given you the example. This is a non-terminating repeating decimal number. Okay, so 1 by 3 you can write after in decimal as like this. Okay, so one more thing I have not told you earlier, that will be what? 0.333 can be written as 0.3 bar. Okay, because 3 is repeating many times, that's why we can write it as 0.3 bar. The meaning of bar is it is repeating. Okay, it is repeating again and again. Like that, if there is a number 0.145, then again 145, then again 145, then so on, then this number we can write in short we can write 0.145 bar, because 145 is repeating many times, that's why we can put the bar above that digits. Okay, that means 145. So next question number 5. Okay, there is a coffee packet and the cost of coffee packet is rupees 240. So there is a discount given by two shopkeepers. Okay, the first shopkeeper gives discount of 1 by 5. Okay, 1 by 5 off, OFF. The meaning of that is the cost, that is the discount price. Okay, but we have to find the discount price. It is written in fraction, or we can say it is written in rational number, but we have to find the cost of the coffee packet. Okay, cost of the coffee packet that will be given, that is given by the first shopkeeper after discount of 1 by 5. Okay, so see, we can find the discount cost. Okay, the cost of the discount rupees will be what? 1 by 5 of rupees 240. So it will be what? Rupees 48. Similarly, discount given by second shopkeeper is 1 by 10. So we have to find 1 by 10 of rupees 240, that is 24. Okay, that means this much money is the discount rupees that will be given by first shopkeeper, and the second shopkeeper gives the discount of rupees 24. Now what we have to do? We have to subtract 1 by 1. That means first you have to subtract 48 from 240, and second will be you have to subtract 24 from 240. So in the first case, means the cost of the coffee packet given by the first shopkeeper after discount is rupees 192, and by the second shopkeeper is 216. Okay, this is the cost after what? The discount. So see, which one is less? 192 is less. So question, they are asking the question, which of the two is better to buy? Okay, so which one is the better option? Yes, rupees 192 is the better option because the cost is less here. Okay, you have to write the reason why. So we can say the cost of this coffee packet is less than the second one. Okay, what is the difference in the price at which they are sold? So you have to find the difference, and how to find the difference? Just you have to subtract 192 from this number, you will get the difference. Okay, so do like this. I have done very roughly. Please try to write all the sentences. Okay, just I am guiding you, but all the work you have to do. Okay. So the next question is number 6. This is a value based question. see, the teacher asks the student to read as much as possible of a particular book during the weekend. Okay. So Balakrishnan read 1/2 of the book, Angela read 5/6 of the book, and Subhalakshmi read 2/3 of the book. Arrange the three names in the order from one who read the most to the least. Calculate your reading speed. Reading book is fun and also makes you think about the world. Okay. This is a value based question. That means the question gives you some value, and it is an application based question. Okay. So here we are, what we are doing, we are we are using the rational numbers. Okay, we are using the rational numbers. Now here see, normally if any 3 or 4 rational numbers are given, then how will we arrange that rational number in ascending order or descending order? Simply we use the LCM method first. We will find the LCM of the denominator first, then we will convert the denominator to that LCM. After that we simply arrange the rational number. But we have not thought about that this part or this arranging can be helpful, or it can be applicable to any of the questions. So here in this particular question, what we have to do, we have to arrange the rational number in an order. Okay, so here they are in question they are asking that you have to arrange the 3 names in order from one who read the most to the least. Most to least, that means you have to arrange in what? Descending order. Descending means biggest to what? Smallest. Okay, so like that they are telling that you also calculate your reading speed. By that way you can also try to calculate your reading speed. So what to do, how to find your reading speed in rational number? There is no problem, you can easily convert your reading speed into a fraction. Okay, how to do that? Simply calculate the total number of pages in your book. Suppose in any book, okay, suppose English book, you are reading an English book, and in English book there are 100 pages. Okay, so for example, if you read 50 or 60 pages, suppose you read 60 pages. Okay, so what will be the fraction or in rational number? How can we write? We can represent it in as 60 by 100, because out of 100 pages we have read 60 pages. Okay, that is very simple. Like that you can compare with your classmates also, how many pages they read. Okay, they have read. So like that you can also compare with them also. Okay, so here what we have to do, so I already told you the answer. You have to convert the denominator into the LCM. First of all, find the LCM of 2, 6 and 3, and the LCM will be 6. That is very simple. I already told you the concept how to do it. Okay, so after that convert the first denominator, that is 2 to 6, and second denominator is already 6, and the third denominator is 3. You have to convert it into 6. So by that way you can easily arrange the rational number into descending order. Okay, so please try to do it, and there are 3 more questions left. So please try to do it. I am not going to do. Okay, first of all try. Okay, if there is any problem, you can ask me. Okay, you can send me in WhatsApp. I will take a video lecture on that. Okay, I will make a video lecture on doubt class, or I will clear it in our Zoom class also. If I take one Zoom class, then also it will be cleared. Okay, so please try to practice, and if you have any doubt you can ask. Okay, so thank you for today.